Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool, yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tunden Live. My name is Grace Husselman and I'll be your host for this evening. And without further ado, ENZI, take it away.
What is love and being in it? I wouldn't know cause I never did it. I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? Are you awake now? Cause I'm awake now. My beating heart is keeping me up. Since I'm awake now, I wanna ask how to keep it all inside up. Cause every time you call, you know I start to fall. Cause I don't know this thing I'm feeling. Are you awake now? My heart is so loud, I can drown it out now, I'm asking. What is love and being in it? I wouldn't know cause I never did it. I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? I can't help myself, I worry. Oh, I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? Cause I'm awake now. Are you busy? I know I'm needy. Overwhelming, keeps me thinking. I like the feeling, but like a top, my world is spinning. And no, I can't control my thoughts are on a roll. Like, can this work and am I worthy? Are you busy? I know I'm needy, but I need you to overwhelm me. What is love and being in it? I wouldn't know cause I never did it. I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? I can't help myself, I worry. Oh, I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? Are you awake now? Cause I'm awake now. Are you awake now? What is love and being in it? I wouldn't know cause I never did it. I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? I can't help myself, I worry. Oh, I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? What is love, what is love, what is love? Oh, what is love, what is love, what is love? What is love, what is love, what is love? Oh, what is love, what is love, what is love? What is love and being in it? I wouldn't know cause I never did it. I need some help, I must admit it. What is love and being in it? I can't help myself, I worry. What is love and being in it? What is love and being in it?
All right. Well, everyone, welcome to Tunden. That goes for the band. That goes for anyone watching. If you have seen us before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome for the first time. This is super exciting. We have ENZI here with the band. And like I said before, my name is Grace Usselman, and I'll be y'all's host for this evening. For those of you who are unaware of Tunden, we are basically a live stream studio for artists around Nashville, Tennessee, or anyone who wants to come and perform. We've had a lot of fun having some college students in, which is fun for me as a college intern, so that's been awesome. And for those who are unaware of our kind of vibe, is we'll have donations and comments and things like that happening throughout the stream that I get to read off and interact with y'all with. So without further ado, let's talk about those incentives we got going on for y'all, right?
Hey.
Okay, so for $5, ENZI will write one word on her shoe.
One word. Any word of your choosing. It's going on my shoes.
On the white shoes. Next up, we got $10. Oh, and ENZI will shout out donor names, which is awesome. $15, ENZI writes a full comment on her shoe. $20 is a digital download to the secret upcoming single. Do you have any comments on that?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a secret, so I can't really say much, but just know I think you guys are really going to like this version.
Okay. $50, you'll get a handwritten lyric sheet and the story of whatever song you pick to have handwritten. For $75, we'll get the boys in the back to play the Terminator riff. For $100, the band will play blindfolded.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fun one. $500, you get to decide ENZI's next tattoo.
Yes. Oh.
Do with that what you will.
I'm really excited about it. I really hope someone does because there's so much real estate. I'm wearing pants, but there's so much real estate for you to have.
You know, that and the night is young, so we still got an hour ahead of us. So we'll see. For $250, the boys will sing backup on a song that is coming up in the set. Mm-hmm. $600, we'll have Seth in the back play guitar and bass at the same time on the same song.
Simultaneous.
For $1,000, Kenzie will dye her hair. For $2,000, Kenzie will play an unreleased single on the piano. And finally, for $3,000, Kenzie will make an NFT and give it to whoever passes that threshold.
Yep.
So we got a lot of fun things ahead of us for the rest of the evening, and we really encourage you guys to donate. It's just a great way to support the artists that you're watching and viewing. And again, these are all college students, so it's going to a good cause. But without further ado, shall we talk about you a little bit, Kenzie? Welcome to Tunden. How are you feeling?
Let's do it. I'm feeling so good. I'm really excited. It's been so long since I've played a live show, but especially like a live stream show. I'm almost nervous. Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, so this is one of your first live shows back from the pandemic, correct?
Yeah, actually. This is definitely the first full out kind of show with all my new singles. There's not much more to say. Like, when it's the first, it's just the first. And so I'm really excited. I've been waiting for things to feel safe. And I think I feel that way now. So, what is normal nowadays? So we're going to have to move forward nonetheless.
Awesome. Well, sweet. The next song we have coming up is called Mad Chemistry.
Oh, yes.
You want to give us a taste of that a little bit? Any ideas before we, hit that one?
Oh, man. I mean, this song, so much fun. I loved recording this with my co-writer, Bobby, and Jeff. They were so fun. And, I thought it was so silly to be co-writing this with these two guys who are older than me, and I was like, "Hey, there's this guy that I like, but he has a girlfriend. Oopsies!" And I wrote a song about it, and that's what this song is.
Well, I think there's no better way to take us away with that then.
Let's go for it.
You and I, we got mad chemistry, the kind that you only find in dreams. You keep me second guessing, and I think you're fun to mess with. I wonder, do you dream of me? I want you to be with me, but there's one little problem. Someone else has come between us. I don't really like your girlfriend. I think she's just another lame trend. She won't really give you everything. That's where I come in. No, won't even pretend. I don't really like your girlfriend, so maybe I could be your girlfriend. Hey. You hold your cards close to your chest, but I know the hand that suits you best. We got a lot in common. I know you know, be honest. I'm about to make such a mess. I want you to be with me, but there's one little problem. Someone else has come between us. I don't really
your
girlfriend. I don't really like your girlfriend. I think she's just another lame trend. She won't really give you everything. That's where I come in. No, I won't even pretend. I don't really like your girlfriend. So maybe I could be your girlfriend. I don't really like your girlfriend.
Ooh, spicy! That was so fun. It seems like you guys really had a good time with that one.
Oh my
Little
gosh.
jam out.
It's such a fun, like, I don't know, something about that, like, I think that's so, I love it.
The little acapella moment you're talking about.
Yeah, like, just like the like beat of the whole song.
Give that again. Yeah. So you had mentioned before that you wrote this with Jeff Cohen and Bobby
Campbell.
Yes. Can you talk to me a little bit about what that writing process looked like specifically, or even in general how you like to write your songs?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I would say like Mad Chemistry is definitely the most similar to like how I write normally. So that's like I start with an idea. So in this situation, I obviously, like I said, I had this crush on this guy and I thought we hit it off really well. I thought that they were dates, but apparently they were just like coffees because they ended up introducing me to their girlfriend. And I was like, okay, I thought that this was not that way. So I went home and I was like, man, that's such a bummer, but that would make a great song. Like, nothing against the girlfriend, but like, I just don't like that she exists in the picture. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be the girlfriend. And so I came home, I sat down, that's where I got the line, I don't really like your girlfriend, and I just like started messing around with some chords. I filled out that like first verse and the chorus, and I took it to Jeff first because, I don't know, we were just like in a co-write that day, and I was like, hey, I came up with this, and so he helped me edit, add some cool fun stuff. He came up with the like, you hold your cards line. I thought that was so cool. And then after that, we added Bobby into the mix, and then again, more editing. He helped us like produce the whole thing, and that's how it like became the song that it is. And I would say that's how most songs start for me. And if I don't write it like from start to finish by myself, there's always someone at least like editing.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that's one thing that I'm constantly surprised by is how many people actually, one, that it takes to write a song, but also to make a song. It is dozens and dozens of people, and that's definitely an interesting experience. Which, speaking of, you had mentioned in the beginning of that conversation that you thought that you were going on a date and it ended up just being coffee. And I can open this up to the full band, but what constitutes what's just a date and what is like a hang?
These men, I'm so interested.
I'll give us the insight.
How about you start, Max? I don't know. There it is.
So with my girlfriend, I was like very clear, like, hey, do you want to go on a date? Like, do you want to like go out, get food, you know, go to a movie or something like that, go somewhere, like express that it's a date. But if you're just hanging out with like a friend or something, you can be like, oh, like you want to go grab lunch or like coffee or something. And
So is that a date unless you call it a date?
I think you got to call it a date first.
yeah, you got to
agree
call
to
it a date
constitute
before it's a date.
Yeah.
You got to like clear that up. And if you're hanging out with someone new, like you meet someone for the first time, you're like at a party or something, you're like, oh, you want to like go grab like lunch because we seem like we would hit it off like friends. I do this thing where I like subtly drop that I have a girlfriend. Like all the time.
Yeah. All the time. Does that mean that you're constantly having people who are interested?
No. Just like I'm hanging out with friends and like something comes up. I'm like, oh, my girlfriend and I just like went and saw that movie too. And then like even if they like have no intention of that, they're just like, oh, cool.
Just
like,
making it clear.
He has a girlfriend. Yeah. Like, and if someone's like, oh, and they're like a little weirded out by that, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go home.
Claimed territory.
You can pay, because that's on you. Like,
All right.
Figure this stuff out. I'll never see you again.
So all I've learned from that is that clearly I was in the wrong because, well, maybe half and half because
Well, he didn't
he
specify.
didn't say it was a date, but he also didn't say he had a girlfriend. So
There you
That's
go.
valid.
There you
That's
go.
valid. All right. Also, we got our first donation.
No
we got
way.
a $100 Venmo from Christy. So
God.
that I believe is on the incentive sheet. The band will play blindfolded. So I don't know if you guys want to do that for the next song.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
do it.
All right. So while you guys get ready with that, let me remind the audience that, hey, if you're watching on a phone, don't. We are using really high quality streaming, both for audio and for video. So get that on a TV on a high quality screen so the viewing pleasure is at its peak, as audio as well. Definitely go ahead and do that.
On your Xfinity streaming box.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, hey, I should mention, when y'all are donating, where's the microphone? Sorry. When y'all are donating, two things. Some of those larger goals in the highlighted box, those are stretch goals. So as you guys donate, that goes to the $1,000 or whatever. So it's not like someone has to drop $1,000 to get it. Like it's going to be everyone a team effort. And then a portion of what I make from these donations is going to be donated to the Trevor Project. So I think that's lit. And if that incentivizes you to donate, please do.
All right. Well, you guys want to go ahead?
I should stop walking away from the mic. I can't see it.
There will be mistakes.
Yeah, most definitely.
You guys ready?
Doctor, look me in my eyes. I've been breathing air, but there's no sign of life. And doctor, the problem's in my chest. I couldn't breathe before, but it's anybody's guess. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause I don't feel right. Better make it fast before I change my mind. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause I don't feel right. Better make it fast before I change my mind. Well, it's cold, 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 cold inside. Darker in the day than the dead of night. Cold, 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 cold inside. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause something don't feel right. Something don't feel right. Sweet nurse, don't look at me that way. I've seen those eyes before. I can tell you wanna play. And counselor, give me some advice. Tell me, how hard will I fall if I live a double life? Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause I don't feel right. Better make it fast before I change my mind. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause I don't feel right. Better make it fast because there ain't much time. Well, it's cold, 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 cold inside. Darker in the day than the dead of night. Cold, 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 cold inside. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause something don't feel right. Something just ain't right. Something don't feel right. Something just ain't right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
And all blindfolded, too.
Do we take them off now? Oh my god, I
Unless
totally
you
started
like it.
crowding over it by Seth.
All right.
There you go.
Better than I expected.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into a discussion about that cover, we do have a few more donations.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Yeah, we got $20 from Kathy Imhoff. Thank you. We've got, give me 1 second. We have $5 from Jay.
Yay!
And we have 75 from Greg Bontrager.
That's my
God.
dad.
Yeah, hold on. He says, "Go Seth." Seth.
Go Seth.
And then we've actually got a comment question. Chris asks, "What is the Trevor Project?"
What is the Trevor Project? Okay, so if you don't know, the Trevor Project is a nonprofit organization that helps LGBTQIA plus youth. And I wish I could like speak as eloquently as other people do on what they do, but if you're interested, you can just go to thetrevorproject.org and see exactly all the things that they do to help kids. It's homelessness, it's rehoming, it's therapy, it's, you know, all the things. And I think that in this world right now, like, I think people need that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's the Trevor Project. Please go find out more. It's a really great organization.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Which, speaking of, thank you to all of the people who are donating. It really is awesome to see the support come in for all of our musicians, especially as we're easing out of the pandemic life and back into live performance. And if you are interested in donating, you can go to tundenlive.com/donate and show your support for ENZI and the band. All right, so into conversation about that song. Why did you pick Cold, Cold, Cold as the cover for the show?
You know, I love Cage the Elephant. I think who doesn't? I saw them with my friend at Red Rocks Amphitheater. It was so cool. And I just like, I don't know. I loved the cover so much. And then I was listening to my Discover Weekly playlist the other day. And this cover by ENZI is her name. And I thought it was kind of cool because it's really close to ENZI. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. But I thought it was really cool, and so I was listening to her do this. And it was something that, like, she apparently made in quarantine by herself. And I was like, that is so lit. And so I just sent it to the guys. I was like, hey, we're going to do this cover. And they were like, cool. So yeah, that's how we picked it. A lot of times I just pick things because they sound good to me.
Hey, and that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. We got a $5 donation from Mason Culver.
Oh my gosh. I want to know what words these people are going to put on my shoe.
Yeah, that's the incentive. With $5 to write one word on the shoe, $15 to write a comment.
Oh,
for anyone
yes.
interested.
Write a whole phrase.
But yeah, literally. So do we want to do band intros too while we're in this little pause?
It. Okay, well, usually in a live show setting, I always have the audience scream and cheer. So if you're at home, please scream and cheer in your living room. Be embarrassed. Make your neighbors wonder what's going on. But I'm going to do, let's go here. Let's go Seth.
Yeah.
On guitar, the master of playing, Seth. All right, over on keys, we've got new friend of mine, Sam.
Yeah.
And then back there on drums, we have the one and the only Max. Let's go.
Yeah.
And all of y'all are college students,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Do we want to go through majors while we're also here?
Yeah, what are we doing? Name major hometown like we do an orientation week? Classic. Kidding. Well, yeah, so I'm ENZI. I'm a songwriting and social media management double major, and I'm a senior. I'm going to graduate this May, which is freaking scary.
I'm a junior commercial guitar major, so yeah.
There you go.
I'm a senior drum set performance major, so in May,
Oh, my goodness.
hire me.
And I'm a sophomore commercial piano major, so
A lot of
got some
musicians.
time left. A little
Yeah, all musicians up here.
Sweet.
I'm the only one with a backup plan, apparently.
All right. Well, do we want to jump into the next song?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm sorry that I couldn't love you right. I'm sorry that I couldn't make it better. I'm sitting here alone, just staring at my phone. I'm hoping that you'll call me, please. I'm crying by myself, cause I need your help. I don't know where we stand, baby. You took me out loving on the town, kiss me. I'm sorry that I couldn't make it better. I always hold this when I'm loving too hard and too fast. I can't stop with myself, but no. I'm sorry that I couldn't love you right. Like my tears, I couldn't face my fears. I'm hoping you're not over me. I knew that I was wrong, and knew it all along. I'm begging for forgiveness, please. You gave it up, threw it all down when you told me lies. You're all I ever wanted, but you broke my heart as you said goodbye, goodbye. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I couldn't make it better. I always hold this when I'm loving too hard and too fast. I can't stop with myself, but no. I'm sorry that I couldn't love you right. I can't help but wonder what got into you. It went from good bad to ugly. That he's here, but I start to doubt all my thoughts. I just can't forgive you, forget me. I'm sorry that I couldn't love you right. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I couldn't make it better. I always hold this when I'm loving too hard and too fast. I can't stop with myself, no. I'm sorry that I couldn't love you right. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I'm sorry that too hard and too fast. I can't stop with myself, I know. Couldn't love you right. I'm sorry that
Right.
That's so cool.
I love that song.
Really?
I really do.
Oh
There's
my
a lot
goodness.
of power in your performance of that, I think.
Thank you.
And I think that even shows in not even live performances. I think that says a lot about a musician and a vocalist, especially if they can put that emotion
Yeah.
in a recording.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think that we saw that too with like the pandemic and like people being like digitally propelled forward, because if you couldn't put that emotion into the song, what was the point of listening to it? I mean, not like, no offense, but it's like, I want to listen to stuff that's going to make me cry, that makes me scream in the shower, like, you know, drive safely under the speed limit. Like, I want to listen to songs like that and not just like really flatline stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's also the first song that you wrote in college.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember the Wilson practice room that I was sitting in. Literally, like, I was just, it was really late at night. I think I wasn't supposed to be there because I'm pretty sure the practice rooms do close at a certain hour. But I left and I just, like, I had, like I said, had this idea, started with an idea, sat down at the piano, and I just, like, played. And that's how I got the I'm sorry that I, like, lines first. And then the rest kind of, like, built itself up from there.
Yeah, sick. Let me jump into some donations. We got
Yes.
$100 from Nathan Murphy.
Oh my God, are you serious? Again?
That's my brother-in-law.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out Nathan. Thanks, dude.
Dang.
And we also got $10 from Casey McClelland for the guitar god.
That's
Yeah,
my
there it is.
brother's fiance. So thanks, Casey.
Casey?
Oh, Seth, we need to do the Terminator riff.
Right.
You got that donation.
Oh my God, we have that one, right? Go for it, guys.
All right. Next, I have some comments from the Facebook that we can go through.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of
Hello, people watching.
yeah. We've got. Hold on. I just saw it a second ago. Anna Love says ENZI is such a powerhouse.
Anna Love, I love you.
Don't we all? Shout out
Love
to
Anna
Love. Diego says this setup is so rad.
Thanks, Diego.
somehow-
It's not mine.
Typed it in. It is. This is it is a really cool little venue we've got in here. It's really enjoyable.
I've never ever seen anything like this, like for the live show, like setup. Even like when it started, this is crazy, and I love it.
Hey, well, for those out there who are interested in performing in such a cool, crazy little studio, you can go to tundenlive.com/contact and fill out the artist application form, and maybe you too could get the opportunity to perform here at Tunden Live. It's super
Yes.
fun. Well, I'm a little biased, but highly recommend it.
I also highly recommend it,
I know,
and I'm not paid to say that.
it's a great place to be. Yeah, sweet. Well, shall we move on to Afraid of Being Saved?
Yes, we should move on to Afraid of Being Saved. What a song.
Take it away.
Let's go for it.
Can you see what I look like? Please pay no mind to my broken eyes. I can see you on the inside. Till my warning signs go away. Stay out. Go away. Stay out. Excuse the mess. Couldn't clean up. I've had my doors locked and my windows shut. Watch your step, where you go. The ceiling's hanging low and it's torn up home. And I can't believe you make your way to me. 'Cause no one's even seen or bothered to stay with me. Have you come to rescue me? Beware all the debris. Have you come to save me? Bring the light 'cause I can't see what's in the dark and I'm afraid. Bring the light 'cause I can't see what's in the dark and I'm afraid. Afraid of being. Can you see what I look like? Please pay no mind to my broken eyes. I can see you. I'm trapped in my mind. Avoid my eyes. Their headlights go away. Stay out. I never clean up. I've had my eyes closed and my hips torn up. Watch me now and hold me close. Kiss my pulse. Watch me overdose. I can't believe I let you get this close. 'Cause all I seem to be is another me. It goes. Have you come to rescue me? Beware all the debris. Have you come to save me? Bring the light 'cause I can't see what's in the dark and I'm afraid. Bring the light 'cause I can't see what's in the dark and I'm afraid. Afraid of being saved. Oh no. Afraid of being saved. Oh no. I can't believe you dared to come this far. Closer and you'll see everything. My lies and my scars. Oh no, oh no. Have you come to rescue me? Where all the debris? Have you come to save me? Why? 'Cause I can't see what's in the dark and I'm afraid. Why? 'Cause I can't see what's in the
that took us down a little bit in terms of the energy that we have. Like, we have lots of pop songs about love, and that is an intense song about a mental health journey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yep. That song was, I wrote that, gosh, I can't even remember. I think I was like 16 or 17, and it was a time in my life where like I could really tell where I was at with mental health was not good. Like, I knew that it wasn't somewhere I wanted to stay forever. But it's like really hard to get out of the comfort zone. I mean, like, I even do it now. It's like really easy to just like stay in my little box and be like, oh, like I have anxiety, so I won't go. Like, I won't go out to that thing because it makes me anxious. And I think that there's a time and a space to like, you know, like not push yourself with your triggers, but at the same time, you know, like the goal is to get treatment. You know, the goal is to move forward in the way that you can. Like, not be normal. I hate using that term, but it's like be you and like be healthy. And like there's ways to do that. And so I wrote that song kind of about like being scared to leave that comfort zone, even though all my vices were, I mean, exactly that. They were vices. So, yeah, that's that song.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting conversation in general, just in terms of mental health, not only for musicians, but also college students, and to be living that, like both of those lives at the same time. Have you felt like there was any particular, like, aha moment where you were like, no, this is something big and this is definitely something I have to not necessarily mitigate, but just be mindful of in order to take care of yourself?
Yeah. I don't know if it was like one aha moment, but a bunch of like tiny ones, like realizing the people that I dated all had like a certain, you know, type to them that was like detrimental to my health. And then certain habits of mine that kept me back from pursuing things I was interested in, or like even things in music, like missing deadlines and like not realizing it, having it all come up all at once, and then I go, frick, I forgot. And like that's like it's a reality of people with mental illness, and like you have like memory issues and that like can happen, but it's like sad, and like I know that there's tools that I can be doing to help me fix that, because truthfully, like nothing should be able to stop me from living the life that I want to live.
Yeah, that's awesome. And especially with the pandemic added into that mix.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When like music is your form of expression and engaging with an audience, and you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I assume that was probably really difficult to kind of work through for the last 2 years.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I'm an introvert, a huge introvert, and performing live shows was almost like having a bit of like an alter ego, like a girl I wished I was. And like I was able to do that. I was able to like really fully be myself on that stage. And so when live shows were taken away from us, by no means, you know, no help from ourselves, it was like, oh, what do I do now? And the not live show part, I think, takes more organization and more intentionality than even playing the live shows, and that's where I really struggled. And so, yeah, you know, everybody knows the pandemic sucked at this point, but hopefully we are turning a corner. And yeah, I love being able to do this, because even though there's no audience, it still feels like I'm connecting with people and I'm getting to perform, because that's what it's always been about for me, is like performing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Which, as a reminder, half of, or a portion of ENZI's profits or ENZI's profits are going to the Trevor Project, which helps members of the LGBTQ community have therapy and have different resources for them in that aspect. Which, while we're on that topic, we could also go through incentives one more time, since we've hit
Yes, let's
a few
do
of them.
it.
$5, ENZI writes a one word on her shoe. $10, shout out donor names. $15, ENZI writes a comment on her shoe, tweet length or less.
Yes.
$20 is a digital download to the secret upcoming single. $50 is a handwritten lyric sheet and the story of said song. $75 is the Terminator riff. $100, the band plays blindfolded. $250, the boys will sing background for a teenage dirtbag,
which I think
I
we hit.
think we hit. So
I think we hit.
We'll get that. $500 from one person decides ENZI's next tattoo. $600, Seth will play guitar and bass at the same time. $1,000, ENZI will dye her hair. $2,000, ENZI will play an unreleased single on the piano, and $3,000, ENZI will make an NFT and give it to whoever hits that threshold.
Yes.
So those are incentives. You can go to tundenlive.com/donate to support ENZI and her band.
Yes.
And let's get into some
do.
comments while we're also in this realm. I'll start with Facebook. Got a lot of hi, Grace. Hello
Hi.
to everyone. Sandra asks, what musicians influence you and how would you describe your style?
Oh my goodness. What a great question, Sandra. Is that your mom, Sandra?
Yes.
Can I say that? Hi, Sandra. Yeah, okay, so what musicians influence me and how would I describe my style? I would say like my top influences right now are, oh my gosh, my brain's doing that thing where I forget every band I've ever listened to. I call myself the last living Fall Out Boy fan. And so I think that like Fall Out Boy sure is an influence, but it's really just like alternative music as a genre. I love like having those live instruments, having that like, you know, the guitar. I love, you know, that feeling because it's not something I think that you get the same of when it's like all in your DAW. So definitely that. I would say Olivia Rodrigo. I would say Fleming and John, and I would say Paramore. I love Paramore. That's how I would describe my style too, is like that alternative pop music.
Yeah, nice. Kathy says, love her tone. I hear Gwen Stefani.
Yes. Oh my God. Wait, I do love Gwen Stefani too. She's definitely an influence. I can't pick one. I can't pick like one.
I think it would be unhealthy if you only had one inspiration.
Yeah, then I'd be like copying them. I think
Yeah.
that would be questionable.
Yeah.
But
Sharon says, good questions, Grace. Thank you, Sharon. It's a collaborative effort.
thanks, Sharon.
Hannah Marshall says, y'all sound awesome. Everything about the show is so cool.
Yay.
Emily says, I'd like to know how ENZI's developed her visual style as an artist. Covers, merch, show outfits, etc.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, wow. Whoa. No one's ever asked me that before. What a moment. Okay, so here's the thing. I am a very visual person. When I'm learning things, when I'm like doing stuff, it's all very visual. But not in the way, say, like a graphic designer or someone would be visual. Like I see it in like in a movie scene. I see it in like color palettes. I'm going through these songs all like have a feeling and like a color assigned to them. Like Time Flies was very blue, and then Sickly Sweet, I loved the red and the yellow. I think some people were like, oh, mustard and ketchup. And I was like, no. It's like funky. It's like, you know what I mean? The way red and yellow feel funky. And I don't know how to describe that to like a regular person, but it's just like, you know. So that's that. As far as like visual style goes, that's something that I've been on a journey with, because especially when I was younger, I had a lot of pressure to be particularly feminine because I was doing like alternative music in a male dominated, not just industry, but genre. And so there was that like sense of like, oh, I have to be, you know, very feminine. There was also that sense of like, I have to like completely deny my femininity entirely because I'm like one of the guys. And I didn't really like any of that. And so as far as visual style goes, I just want to be like, I want to wear on stage what I would wear in the street, but like people, it's not just like, oh, I'm just gonna wear my casual clothes. It's like something that I would wear and then people would go, who the F is she? And that's what I want. That's my goal. To always walk in the room and people be like, who is that? Like, do you know her? That's the goal.
That might be my new motto. Who the F is she?
Who the F is she?
So you mentioned Sickly Sweet, and that is the next song we've got.
It is.
So why don't y'all take it away on that?
All right. Gentlemen.
Silence, 'cause you know I like it. You really got me whipped when you leave me alone. good, good thing. We're going round and around, I know. Thorns, baby, it's not a rose. You're sickly sweet, poison dipped in honey, so sweet. Made your life so lovely. I know you're bad, but I don't care. Run your hands through my hair. Oh, please, boy, keep me funny, so sweet. Just to give me nothing, but I don't want anyone else, even if I lose myself. You're sickly sweet, sweet, sweet. Sickly sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet. Sickly sweet, sweet. You're sickly sweet, poison dipped in honey. Your lies sound lovely, but you're so bad, bad, bad. You're sickly sweet, just to give me nothing, so sweet, just to give me nothing, but I don't want anyone else, even if I lose myself. You're sickly sweet, sweet, sweet. Sickly sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet. Sickly sweet, sweet. You're sickly sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, that was fun,
That's so fun.
right? That song actually was featured in Billboard, was it not?
It was. It was the like top 10 pop songs for spring or something like that. It was so
Hey,
cool.
it's spring and it's the top 10. I can confirm as a member of the audience. And the visualizer you had for that actually had worms in it, right? Like
Yes.
worms.
Worms, like live worms. We got a cake from Kroger. And that part alone was like super funny because I knew that I was gonna have to get not like a custom cake, but I was like, oh, I just want like a circle cake with like nothing on it. And I figured that'd be easy enough to find. But it turns out, as the lady at Kroger so kindly told to me, most people don't want a plain cake. Like they want a birthday cake or like a celebration cake. And she was like, you just want white icing? And I was like, yes, just white icing. And so I actually had to have it like custom made, which is so silly. I thought I was just gonna be able to go in the freezer aisle and grab it. But yeah, so I did that, and then I went all over town looking for live worms, and we found some at the pet store, and I brought them home, and I put them in a bag and put them in the fridge for the shoot the next day, and I didn't tell my roommates that there were live worms in our fridge.
Okay.
No one knew, so sorry, Kat. There were worms in the fridge. But yeah, so they were there, and then it was really funny because I guess I never really even thought. I asked my photographer about it. I was like, "What if worms?" And she goes, "Lit, let's do it." And so that's how that kind of idea went about. And then I didn't really think to ask the rest of the team. So when they got there, we had one of our guys helping to handle the worms. And it turns out he's very afraid, like very afraid of bugs and worms. So this poor guy was picking them up with chopsticks for our photos.
Yay, if it works, it works.
Yeah, if it works, it works. And it was a fun, I mean, obviously, I think the pictures turned out sick. One might say sickly sweet. And
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, so.
Well, speaking of things that work, let's talk about Tunden working right now. If you didn't know, we actually have musicians on both sides of the camera. So if we want to cut to the other room where we have all of our staff working, we've got Sydney Richardson, who is directing this whole show today. We've got Sarah, who is audio engineer, Ryan, who's a tech director, Zach is the producer, and we have Rybar as the camera operator. Yeah, Rybar usually hosts, so sorry to everyone.
Shot isn't looking good. Is that what
No, that's not at all
It's
what I
going
was
to be my new lock screen.
I'm the lowly intern. I would never make such a comment. Which, speaking of that too, this is actually our intern show. So Sarah, Sydney, and myself are all the interns for Tuned In this semester, and we've been working towards this show specifically for the last several months, learning about all the prep for it, and here we are executing it, and that is super fun. And as 3 college students, especially women in the music industry, that is just super exciting. So Sarah and Sydney, shout out to y'all. It's been so fun working with you guys the last few months.
Let's go women in the music industry.
Yeah.
Women in... Oh, the thought left my brain. Women.
That's it. That's all you need to say.
Yes.
But let's jump into some comments. Liv Whitner says, "Go Grace, go ENZI." Thank you, Liv. Garrett, woohoo, we love ENZI.
Woohoo. Thanks, Garrett.
Isabella says, "Go Grace, that's my big. Go ENZI, that's my cran big." Lillian says, "Let's go." We've got Ellie who says, "Cold, cold, cold" with a heart. So that was from a while ago. We've got Sophie says, "Yes." Merritt, there was indeed power.
There was.
Everyone's saying hi in the chat. Yeah, feel free to chat up, guys. We wanna hear what y'all are saying.
Yes, please tell me your favorite color.
We have a comment from Ferris that says Kenzie and Grace equals unstoppable duo.
For realsies. Leading women.
Leading women. Onto the Facebook, we have Kevin mentioning how he saw you perform at the Belmont Showcase, spring of 2019.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. So that's super fun.
That was the first day that Grace technically saw me as a person, but we didn't know that we would end up meeting each other and being best friends. She has pictures of me on her phone from that showcase. It's the wackiest thing to me. We sat down at Starbucks and she goes, "I just don't know if you know this, but this is you, right?" And she shows me a picture of myself on the stage, and I was like, "Yeah, that's me."
Hey, life works out in funny ways sometimes. So there's that. On Facebook, Kayla says, "Kenzie, yes, so talented. Wow." Yay. Sharon says, "Ageless love songs."
Yes. Oh, I love that. Wait, ageless? I'd like to be ageless. I think that's, yeah.
April says, "I really enjoyed." Hannah, "Sid, that's my girl."
Yes.
Sandra says, "Way to go, interns." Emily says, "Come on, women in STEM, AET check." Sharon says, "Great job, ladies." Diego says, "You guys are so crazy talented." Yeah, y'all, NC and the band are killing it. Guys, y'all, this is so fun.
Tips some more for the band. Also, wait, I think we missed someone doing the blindfold the second time, so I think we need to do the next
again.
song blindfolded.
Okay, that's up to y'all. Go ahead.
I think we did. Yeah. I'm so sorry if we missed it being blindfolded.
Which one?
Which one's yours?
Is it Dirtbag?
This
is it Dirtbag next?
Next we've got Flipside.
Flipside's next.
Okay.
Let's do it.
No, we got it, bro. We got it.
We're definitely professionals up here who know our set list. So.
Exactly. This feels pretty professional to me.
It looks professional. You never know.
While we got the band getting their blindfolds on, just a reminder that if you want to donate to support Tunden and
the Trevor Project.
And these wonderful musicians, you go to tundenlive.com/donate.
I'm really curious. I mean, if y'all want to pick my next tattoo, I'm really serious about that. And since there's so many of our sisters in the chat from Belmont Theta, y'all should band together. If every one of y'all donated to make $500, y'all could pick Theta Lip Tap Part 2.
Oh my gosh. All right, with that, let's get into the flip side.
Let's go.
All right.
Come get a load of me, I am a mystery, but everybody thinks you shouldn't trust me. This is your warning, and what the storm brings. They're thinking you should leave, I see you in your dreams. I see you taking your time, they say you shouldn't be mine. Don't listen cause they don't know. I'll see you on the flip side. See you on the flip side. I'll leave a sweet little taste for you to remember me by. I'll see you on the flip side. Oh, oh, oh. nothing interesting. But darling, don't you know how to play this game? You had your warnings, but now you're falling. Well, baby, don't blame me. They told you not to trust me. I see you taking your time. Oh, they say you shouldn't be mine. Don't listen, cause they don't know. I'll see you on the flip side. I'll see you on the flip side. I'll leave a sweet little taste for you to remember me by. I'll see you on the flip side. Do you believe me now? I'll go another round. You can't stop wondering how I leave you on the ground. I made your whole world shake. Now I'll be on my way. Another boy to take, another heart to break. I'll see you on the flip side. I'll see you on the flip side. I'll leave a sweet little taste for you to remember me by. I'll see you on the flip side. Oh, I'll see you on the flip side. I'll see you on the flip side. I'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah. Woohoo! All right, that was awesome, y'all. And with the blindfolds back, that was so fun.
Dang.
You love to see it. And that was actually your first song, was it not? That you ever released?
Yeah, it was the first song that I ever released under the ENZI project. Obviously, I'd written a bunch of other songs, and I don't know if anyone knew this, but like I was in a pop punk band
No
before
way.
I was even in ENZI.
couldn't tell.
All right, I should just go. No, yeah, but so I was in that, and we like wrote a couple of songs, but I'll never tell you what it was or what they were called because they're really, really bad.
Hey, that's boundary setting. I respect it.
It is boundary setting.
Back on the discussion of supporting our musicians and Tunden as well. If you're interested, you can go to, first of all, tundenlive.com/donate to support this wonderful organization as well as the musicians who are here. We've got the incentive list going, which is how we get these awesome players to be wearing blindfolds and doing fun things, which we have an incentive for the next cover song. Wink, wink to y'all. If you want to get ready for that in a few minutes. But yeah, so you also have a new single that's coming out in May.
I do have a new single coming out in May. This is the first time I've talked about it, so I guess I don't even really know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. So, Jake, if you're watching, you can't get mad at me. That's my manager.
That as well as a show on July 17th in Colorado, right?
Yes. July 17th, I'm playing the Rhino Showcase, which if you are a Colorado native, you'll know the Rhino Arts District in Denver. The showcase is put on by a super, super awesome company. I'm really, really excited because we've been trying to get on that showcase forever, and it's just kind of like never worked out timing-wise. So now I'm gonna be there and like full band. This may be like my first like live stage performance since the pandemic. So
That's going to be super fun.
craziness. Yes.
I need to get to an ENZI show physically. Like,
should
I guess
come-
I'm doing one right now, but
Yeah, but you should come to the July 17th one. And
Yes.
all y'all,
I'll be in Colorado.
yeah, do it.
And actually, it would be super fun if you went to that show wearing some Tunden Live merch, which you can find at tunden.com/shop. Tundenlive.com/shop. There it is.
It's on the screen right now.
It is. And it'll get you some pretty cool incentives, which are the merch that you can see on the screen right now, as well as, maybe you can tell, but there is an ENZI poster up on there, which actually, if you've donated today, puts you in a raffle. We'll pick 3 winners for this signed ENZI posters, which you can have and cherish for the rest of your life. Look at her.
I'll write you a little love note on the back.
Wow.
And you can have it forever.
I had it right now. Yeah, so, hey, wouldn't look any better than going to see Kenzie wearing Tunden merch, holding a signed ENZI poster.
Yes.
Number one fan.
And you'll be able to see these are going to be my new show shoes. So, like, please donate and put some words on it. Did we know who wanted words or what words they wanted? I should just write them on my shoes right now.
Yeah, if anyone has what they wanted, if they've donated $5 minimum and have what they want to say, feel free to let us know and we'll get that on there. Which, let me go read through some comments again. Kathy says, so proud of the interns. Kimberly says, love to Max the drummer from Iowa. Love the sound. You guys are all amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, is it Kimberly Roush?
Yes.
Aw. Hey, Mrs. Roush. How you doing? I miss you.
Kathy says, my first time tuning in. This is so much fun. Trevor Project is such an important organization.
Oh, yay.
DL says, love this. The music, the format, it's awesome.
Love that.
Sandra says, wow. Sharon says, wow. Anna says, I want to be ENZI when I grow up.
Oh my gosh.
Sharon says we should all go to an ENZI show.
Should all
Make
come.
friends in the chat, y'all.
Yes.
Go to the show in July in Colorado together.
So cool.
Amy says, love these girls. What stars? Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, we have a really exciting cover that maybe we should get into. I'm sure lots of people out in the live audience is going to be familiar with this one. And because we hit an incentive tier, Seth will be playing 2 instruments at once.
Wait. Did we hit that one?
Oh,
I thought
did we hit that one?
background
Hold on.
vocals.
We definitely hit the BGV one.
Definitely we'll have the boys singing backed up.
Okay.
As far as we had the incentive for the 2 instruments, $600. So perhaps we haven't reached that yet. Not
I'm
too
off
late.
the hook. Okay.
You can donate at tundenlive.com/donate or Venmo Tunden Live.
You have 15 seconds. Go.
Literally right now. But without further ado, I'm really stoked for this one, y'all. This is going to be really fun.
This is going to be a version of the song that you haven't heard. But, so, like, sing along if you do know it, but we'll see. It's
a little unique. It's a unique take. We'll
unique.
chat about it afterward.
Let's do it.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My name is Noel. In gym class I mostly duck and I kinda smell. Puberty really sucks. I like this one guy, but he's pretty shy. And he doesn't know who I am.
this upon yourselves.
I've been looking forward to this all night, and that really did exceed expectations. That was really fun.
Seth and I were holding down those high harmonies.
That's
right there.
And that,
All
you
set
know,
all the way.
for another point of discussion, first of all, like, quit your day jobs. I think y'all need to be vocalists for real. And I guess that's a question that I can open up to ENZI and the whole band. What are y'all's, like, secret hobbies and talents? Like, if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing right now?
Probably asleep.
Not exactly what I meant, but, you know, I respect it.
I would say for me, okay, I'm gonna give an honest answer and a funny answer. The funny answer is I'm the embodiment of that, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say on live stream, so I guess we'll see. I'm the embodiment of that TikTok audio that's like, and I want to be a famous Twitch streamer and the best gamer ever. Like, that TikTok audio is so good. But then my serious answer is, like, truthfully, I've been really into, like, computer science and coding, and I would really love to learn how to code. So if I wasn't this, I would be software developer. But words are hard.
I personally consider myself a cat whisperer. So if there's a cat, I will pet it, and it will come to me, probably, most likely. I love cats, and I think they love me. So I'm a cat whisperer.
That's amazing.
There you go. I like to work out. I mean, it's a pretty, like, generic answer, but,
He's
you
a
know.
gym bro.
Oh, Gym Rat Max, yeah.
Gym rat, bro. Gym rat. You lift, bro?
Himbo
Where's your
energy.
creatine, bro?
No, that stuff's fun. I've always been fairly active and stuff growing up, like did triathlons and stuff, half marathons, swimming, biking, all that kind of stuff. But aside from that, you know, I've been really into making these crew necks with like iron-on patches. So like,
Did you just plug your
Shameless
own
plug.
little mini business? What's your Etsy?
no, this is just for me. Like,
What if I was being serious? What if I
Do you-
really want one?
do you want one?
Yeah, kinda.
I will. Okay. I'll go on the hunt. What kind? Okay, so
We're doing this.
first we gotta like talk about like what kind of patch you want. Like, what's the vibe you're going for?
Okay.
And like then crew neck. You want t-shirt. You want like baseball jersey, sweatshirt. And we'll talk.
Okay, we'll chat afterwards. We'll figure this out.
We'll figure it out. Cause like, it's just so cool. You know, like is there a close up on this? Can we like get in? Look at
Oh,
that.
there it is.
Look at that. That's Godzilla. That is Godzilla on a black Hanes crew neck from Michaels. It doesn't get much cooler than that, you know? Mixed with a thrift store hat, you know, I'm like the coolest dude walking down the street right now, you know?
Sam, what about you?
I'm a big board games kind of guy.
Yay!
So any kind of Monopoly's the best board game.
Okay.
Just a hot take.
What's your strategy? There's always a strategy.
You have to buy the most property. You just got to own everything because money means nothing. In that game.
Y'all heard it here first.
Property is money, so that's the way to win.
I mean, yeah.
On the topic of money, you can go to tundenlive.com/donate to support these artists with money, which apparently
Good segue.
Well,
guys.
that's
Good
good.
segue.
Just that the game is the most important.
Wow.
I'm really getting good at this, y'all.
Should be a
all right.
YouTuber. Mr. Beast is shaking right now.
What if I was? Mr. Beast is gonna have a run for his money. I'm on my way, literally. All right. So the next song you're gonna play for us is Retrograde. Do you have any words about that? Is there a planet or something in retrograde right now?
You know what? That's
Maybe
a
I can
good
find out.
question.
I'll find out whilst we're playing
Okay,
this.
that's a
but
good, yeah. You should let me know, because I can definitely make up some meaning about what that means.
Okay.
But no, Retrograde was a fun song to write because I mentioned I was a songwriting major, and so yes, I do write songs for homework. And my professor was like, for this assignment specifically, you had to get something that was out of like yourself. Like, you could not take inspiration from like your own experiences in your own life. The main inspiration from the song had to be completely different. And so I was just like chilling in my room, and I was checking out all these like sample websites that had like old voicemails, radio samples. I was listening to a lot of Bastille, and like they had a ton of that on their album, and so I was like, that's cool, I want to do that. And I found this one voicemail, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it was so funny. It was about Mercury being in retrograde, and I was like, that's it. that's the song. And I wrote this, I think, in like 15 minutes after that. Like, it was like, I was just so excited that I was like, this is it. And then, yeah, it's that's the rest is history. Actually, but the version you'll hear tonight is the version with that original voicemail. I don't have it on Spotify, so this is a bit of like an exclusive Tunden only kind of situation.
Okay, well, give us a taste then, y'all.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, it's Mr. Ken Becker, it's Gregory P. All right, I just gotta ask you this question only. When the hell does Mercury get out of retrograde? Because this is driving me batshit.
Creeping up on the 11th hour, I'm still awake, Try to handle all these thoughts of mine and keep you away. The smell of smoke fills up the room and I can't keep it out. Just real porcelain parfum. I see stars within the clouds. Keep you out of my head. You're blowing like a grenade out of my head. 'Cause Mercury's in retrograde. You know you've got a problem. You don't know how bad I want 'em out of my head. It's driving me insane. These memories don't help at all. They're telling lies, They don't know you like I do now. I realize the hurt made me wise. Smell of smoke filled up the room and I can't keep it out. Just feel a porcelain parfum, but the stars don't shine as bright. I'll keep you out of my head. You're blowing like a grenade out of my head. 'Cause Mercury's in retrograde. You know you've got a problem. You don't know how bad I want 'em out of my head. It's driving me insane. You down inside an old glass bottle won't take you out. No, I can't be. Keep my heart inside an old glass bottle won't take it out. No, I can't be bothered. Bothered out of my head. It's driving me insane. Can keep you out of my head. Blowing like a grenade out of my head. 'Cause Mercury's in retrograde. You know you've got a problem. You don't know how bad I want 'em out of my head. It's driving me insane. We'll take you out. No, I can't be bothered.
Yeah! Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
No, yeah, for sure.
In the midst of that, we got a $50 donation from William Culver.
A what?
A $50 donation from William Culver.
Oh my goodness.
So thank you so much for that. And I'll continue reading off some of the chats. We have Ferris who says, she is crushing it. Yeah, she is.
Hey.
Catherine says, fave ENZI song, so good.
Oh my gosh.
Which, okay, retrograde. We know the whole story about the voice memo, but
Yes.
in terms of zodiac, and speaking of that, what's everybody's zodiac sign?
Oh my goodness. Are we talking about, I'm just going to give you my simple thing, or I'm like giving you my like sun, moon, rising?
I wouldn't. This is up for interpretation.
Yeah. Well, I'll just stick with the traditional. I'm a Sagittarius, which means I strive for adventure and I cannot be held down. And I was born in December, so Christmas baby.
Good old Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
I'm a Libra. So that's whatever that means.
Yeah, that audio.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo. I
Oh, nice.
just know that I'm.
I get
a
that
Virgo.
vibe.
Is that a good thing? Or
It's
a bad
good.
thing?
You're definitely a Virgo. You're such
That's a very Sagittarius thing to say.
I actually don't know, which is embarrassing.
Okay, well,
but
when were you born?
March 17th,
Oh,
actually.
then-
St.
oh,
Patty's,
gosh.
baby. So.
Wait.
17th? Is that
Yes.
Aries? I think that's Aries.
Pisces or Aries. March between the 1st and the 20th will be, wait, 1st and 20th is Pisces.
There you
And
go.
March 21st or later is
Pisces.
Aries.
What does that
so
mean?
I
you're
knew it.
Pisces.
You're super emotional. Olivia Rodrigo. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
I don't know if that's what I want.
What's wrong with being emotional?
No, not in a bad way. I mean, like, you think when you're emotional. Olivia Rodrigo is a Pisces, so I hope that helps.
Oh, Olivia. Well, I'm a Leo, if anyone was curious. I don't know. That's obvious.
Leos are my
But-
best friends ever, as per obvious. I don't know if my other friends are in the chat, but pretty much all of them are Leos.
Oh,
Allie,
I wonder what that
Lee,
says.
Lydia, Grace, all y'all are Leos.
Oh, we just got a donation from Amy, $50. Thank you so
Oh my
much.
gosh,
Amy.
yes, I love that.
And another question from the chat. ENZI, every tattoo has a story. So what is the story of the circular tattoo on your arm, if it's okay to share?
Absolutely, it's okay to share. In fact, it would be an honor to share. So basically, when I lived in Colorado, there was this lovely organization called Blue Star Connection, and they donated musical instruments to kids who were in need. I mean, it wasn't like we really discriminated by that need. It was just like physical, emotional, like if they were struggling with an illness, could be like physical illness like cancer, or we also gave musical instruments to kids with mental illness, and it was really awesome. And the founder of that organization, John Catt, was a very close friend of mine and mentor. And he lived in the mountains in Colorado, and they were beautiful. I mean, I went out to his house once, and his porch just like overlooked this like valley in the mountains. It was almost like secret. It didn't look like there were any roads that went to it or through it. It was just all this green, and there was this lake, and it was just gorgeous. I could tell how much he loved it there. And then I was born in California, so I have a really like close connection to the ocean. I just love it. I think that that's like my happy place. And so when he passed away, unfortunately, from brain cancer, and it was really sad and disheartening, and I wanted to do something to remember him, but I didn't want to get any dates. Like, I'm bad with dates, and I just, like, didn't want to remember the day that he passed, because, like, that was a really hard day for me, and I wanted to find a better way to, like, honor him. So I got this tattoo. The mountain is for him, and the wave is for me. And then this little star, it's really hard to see because it's so small, but this little star is blue, so it's a blue star. And I think the coolest thing is that I got it done in Fort Collins by another musician who just also happened to be a tattoo artist. So it was like a really full circle kind of thing. They designed it with me, and it was great. I got it like just a couple months after he passed away, and I just like, it was I just knew it was right. Like, we finished it, and I was like, that's it. That's a good one. So, yeah, that's my tattoo story. Thanks for asking.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. That was spectacular. We are nearing the end of this set, which makes me really heartbroken.
So sad.
But before we get into that, just a reminder to everyone who's watching. First of all, thank you so much to everyone who's donated. This is really
Yeah.
just so awesome. Thank you for the support, not only for this wonderful band, but also for Tunden and just having the chat popping off and everything. It's really awesome to just have a fun community to hang out with. So remember to subscribe if you are enjoying this. You can go to the YouTube channel. There's always live streams happening on the website. If you'd like to perform at Tunden, you can go to tundenlive.com/contact and fill out the artist application form. You fill it out, send it to people who you know would love to perform here. It's super fun and awesome. Again, you can go to tundenlive.com/donate to support the band, and tundenlive.com/shop to buy merch for Tunden specifically.
Heck
But
yeah.
without further ado, I think we should take it into the last song of the night.
Yeah, let's take it into the last song. You don't want to talk about it or anything? I mean, I can, but I want to let you lead this.
I mean, yeah, no, I'd love to hear more about it. Come on.
Sure, let's talk about it. Yeah, so this last song is Time Flies, and it's my favorite one. And, you know, to make a long story short, because Grace kind of already touched on it, not being able to perform during the pandemic was really devastating to me, and like my mental health especially. I just found myself lost and wondering what I was supposed to do with music. again. Like, I just didn't know what there was beyond live performance. And so I wrote this kind of about the, I guess, depressive episode, if you will, that I fell into when the pandemic happened. And I'm really glad. It's like one of my favorite songs ever. It's one of those like moments where, you know, commercially, I don't know if it's the song for radio, but it's like the song for me. And I think that that's the coolest part. And so thank you, you know, to segue. Thank you to everyone who has donated, because truthfully, like, y'all are the reason that music still exists. You guys are the reason that live shows have come back. You know, everyone is working towards that goal, and I appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for donating and for tuning in and just like participating. So I love you guys so much. I'll see you in person soon.
I've been in this shirt for days. I see no reason to change. I leave my blinds drawn and my phone off. Every week just feels the same. How did I get here? How long have I been gone? Time flies when you're mentally withdrawn. Don't know how I seem to go on this long. Watching all the hours as they're passing me by. I'm throwing out the pieces of my stupid life now. Time flies by. Frozen pizza on my TV tray. Cosmic town from these video games. On the bright side, there is no dark side. Everything just fades to gray. How did I get here? Time flies when you're mentally withdrawn. Don't know how I seem to go on this long. Watching all the hours as they're passing me by. I'm throwing out the pieces of my stupid life now. Time flies days turn into weeks, and I'm still in my head. Time flies when you're mentally withdrawn. Don't know how I seem to go on this long. Watching all the hours as they're passing me by. I'm throwing out the pieces of my stupid life now. Time flies
Time does sure fly by when you're having fun, at least. This literally, the set has flown by so fast. I'm really
really
sad. This has
has.
been so much fun. Have you guys had fun?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For real.
yeah.
This has been so cool.
It's always awesome to have friends and college students and whatnot here in the studio. But before we wrap it up, do you guys have anything you'd like to say while you're still mic'd up?
Yeah. Literally, shout out to all the interns running this show. You guys are some bad bitches.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Sarah and Sydney back there. Hey, y'all. Anyone else?
Anyone?
Shout out my girlfriend Lindsay. I think she's watching.
Shout out to my girlfriend Grace. Same here.
Y'all make me feel single. What the heck? Yeah, how about thanks everyone so much for tuning in and watching. And again, if you did donate, I really appreciate it, not just for helping support music, but also help support a cause that's like close to my heart with the Trevor Project. I'm really excited to be able to give that to them in this time because Lord knows, like, I mean, we all need help right now. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's been great. And so thank you all so much for coming in. And yeah.
And just so you know, for everyone who did donate, you'll be receiving an email with whatever email you used to donate from us for the incentive that you receive. And a reminder, the donation website portion for ENZI specifically will be open for the next day or so you can continue donating past the show. It'll be on YouTube as well, so you can watch it there. And again, you can go to tundenlive.com/donate to continue doing that. And again, thank you to everyone who has been here and watched the show, who has been in the chat and supporting us. It's been so much fun. Thank you for tuning in to Tunden. No matter where you're tuning in, when you're here, you're with the band. Thank you, everyone, and good night.